share our coding projects with you. Right now, we're in elementary school. We're learning important things and preparing for our future. Eventually, we'll graduate high school, go to college, then we'll graduate college and move back home. I'm only kidding.
We are continuing to learn skills that will prepare us for our future. Here at Wylandville, we have epic builds that we create on our journey to JavaScript. One of our favorite tools for block-based coding is Scratch, which was developed by MIT, one of the best universities in the world for computer science. As you visit each classroom, you will be given some possible questions that you may want to ask your child, so that you will be able to gain some understanding about coding with Scratch. Let us share a brief summary with you about what each grade level is working on.
In first grade, our students integrated the social studies concept of community helpers with their Scratch projects and Legos. Each student picked a different community helper and used Legos to build its building. For example, if a student picked a vet, he would build an animal hospital out of Legos.
Students decided whether their community building would belong to an urban, suburban, or rural community. Next, the students downloaded the community helper into Scratch and created 4 rooms for their Scratch project using the line tool. The community helper welcomes you to each room of the community building as you click on each sprite.
Second graders built a working video game. They programmed the player controls with controls and motion blocks so they can move the player sprite through their maze. They also used a logic, also called a then statement, to make the sprite interact with other objects on the screen. This year you'll have to see what happens if their player sprite crosses the finish line.
The students created another project where they used more than one block inside loops in order to do animations and movement. They also activated their scripts, another word for the sequence of code, by clicking on them. The second graders used this to tell all about themselves and explain all about their butterfly.
In third grade, the students created a 3-level track game. They included a variety of sprites that act both as the interactive player and the information providers. Third graders' Scratch projects focused on the 3 branches of government. The player sprites traveled around a design track and gathers information about each branch as it goes around. Students coded a menu backdrop of 3 race backdrops and a 1 backdrop. They wrote codes that include if-then statements and forever loops.
In 4th grade, we created a quadrilateral game and learned about projectile motion. That's like when we throw a ball or shoot an arrow with a bow. We used looping to make our sprite move by a small amount over and over again until our projectile sprite touches our target sprite. To keep track of points, we had to create our own variable.
Following steps in a sequence results in success.
Designing developers fosters open-ended thinking.
I can do it! Attitude.
New solutions and collaborations with each other in order to solve problems.
Goal-oriented leadership.